Dear learners, now we shall discuss data and their representation. Data and its representation is an important part of statistics. First, let us understand what do we mean by statistics. Statistics is a branch of mathematics dealing with the collection of data, organizing, summarizing, presenting and analyzing data and drawing valid conclusions and thereafter making reasonable decisions on the basis of such analysis. Statistics is used in a plural sense, meaning numerical data. These may include a number of schools, colleges, institutions in India, literacy rates of states, etc. Statistics is used as a singular noun, meaning the subject which deals with the classification, tabulation, organization, analysis of data as well as drawing of meaningful conclusions from the data. Now, what do we mean by data? Data is the set of information in the form of numerical figures. For example, minimum and maximum temperature, increase of population, heights of students of a class. Data are of different types. One of the type of data is primary data. Data are said to be primary if the investigator himself is responsible for the collection of data. Some examples of primary data are voter lists, data collected in census, questionnaire, etc. Secondary data, it is not always possible for an investigator to collect data due to lack of time and resources. In that case, he or she may use data collected by other government or private organizations in the form of published reports. They are called secondary data. Data may be primary for one individual or agency, but it becomes secondary for other using the same data. Now, let us understand how do we present this data. The data collected in original form are called raw data or say ungrouped data. This data is considered into groups or classes in order to study their salient features. Such an arrangement is called presentation of data. For example, marks obtained by 20 students in a mathematics test out of 100 are as follows: 45, 56, 61, 56, 31, 33, 70, 61, 76, 56, 36, 59, 64, 56, 88, 28, 56, 70, 64 and 74. The data in this form is called raw data. Each entry such as 45, 56, etc. is called a value or say observation. If the raw data is arranged in ascending or descending order of magnitude, it is called an array. Frequency is the number of times an observation occurs, or say how many times a data or say a value is repeated, that is called its frequency. The tabular arrangement of data showing the frequency of each item is called a frequency distribution. For example, here we have a data of favorite colors like black is represented by B, red by R, W representing white. So data is given as B, R, W, B, W, W, R, W, B, B, W, B, W, O, B, O, G, R, R, W, G, R, B, B, W. Here, if we categorize this data or we present this data in the form of a table, then in first vertical column, we write down the colors. The topmost horizontally represent the different things like color, then tally mark, then frequency. Vertically, it is filled with different type of colors like red, green, orange, blue and white. Now we go through with the data. and we count down how many times red color is appearing in the data, and we put mark for each appearance. We find that red is appearing 5 times. So we put 4 vertical marks, and then just to make a bunch of 5, we cross it with another line. And then we find out that total 5 times red has appeared, so its frequency is 5. In the same way, we count down for green, orange, blue and white, and after counting we put their frequency, which is given here. Green is 2, orange is 2, then blue is 8 and white is 8. Such a table is called a frequency distribution table for ungrouped data, or simply ungrouped frequency table. Another example, it is a winning score which is given as 20, 34, 23, 34, 31, 35, 27, 49, 30, 52, 37, 20, 55, 20, 42, 39, 46, 38, 38 and 27. Now we will present this data in a different form. In table, in first horizontal row, we write down scores, then tally marks and then frequency. In vertical one, we divide all of this data in different groups. The very first group is 20-30, next is 30-40, then 40-50 and then 50-60. Now we count down that how many winning scores are lying in the group of 20-30. We include 20 in group of 20-30, but 30 is not included in this group. And we find that total 6 scores are there, which are appearing from 20 to 29. So we put down 4 bunches, then it cross by one another line and one more line, and we write down the frequency as 6. In next group, it is 30 to 40. So keep in mind 30 will be included in this group, but 40 will not be included. And frequency in the same procedure we find out 9. For 40 to 50 and 50 to 60, we find the frequencies are 3 and 2. This type of table or this type of presentation of data is called a frequency distribution table for grouped data, or briefly we say a grouped frequency distribution table. The data in the above form are called grouped data. There are certain other terms which we need to understand. One is range of data. This is difference between the highest and the lowest value, or say the difference between the highest and lowest observation in the data. Class interval, each group in which the observations or values of a data are condensed. Class limits, values by which each class interval is bounded. Value on the left is called lower limit and value on the right is called the upper limit. Then class size, difference between the upper limit and the lower limit is called class size. Class mark of a class interval is mid value of the class interval, which is equal to lower limit plus upper limit, and the total is divided by 2. Cumulative frequency of a class is total of the frequencies of a particular class and of all classes prior to that class. Dear learners, we hope you have enjoyed to learn about lines and angles. For more informations, you may log in to our site www.mooc.nios.ac.in. You can also mail to aomaths@nios.ac.in.